Welcome to this next video as part of our Module 1 series. In this video, we're going to start to explore more around the concept of goals. And again, it's sometimes murky water with goals, and what I'm aiming to do in this video is to really highlight the importance of establishing the goal that is founded on solid habits. So let's start first with understanding really what goal setting is about. My concept here is from going to goal setting to goal getting. There's that essential transition that takes place. Some of you, perhaps all of you, may know of the acronym called SMARTER. What I want to do here is redefine that to actually make our goals not just a quantifiable thing, but also a qualitative thing. How do we bring quality back to any number of goals that we set? So let's get with the first part. The S stands for specific. So as you're watching this video, just jot down on a piece of paper specific. So quite often I hear from clients that they want to get more clients, get more money, and it's a very vague goal. And I often say quite simply, be more specific. How many clients do you want? How much money? Once you can define that, you can work backwards from that figure. Not only that, we want to know in 12 months. Okay, is it 12 months? Is it 1 month? And then we can further work back from that goal. The M usually stands for measurable. However, I'm going to say here meaningful. What meaning does that goal bring? That's an important factor here. Quite often we can measure and be really left-brained about it, and we lose track and sight of understanding the importance of the meaning of that goal you set. If you say to yourself, okay, I want more clients, what meaning will that bring to you to have more clients? Is it really just a matter of having more money? Or is it prestige or status? This is something that you're going to define yourself. Now, we also talk about the A, and quite often the A is known as attainable. But what I want to say here is that we want to think of a goal as being adaptable. The adaptability of that goal means we have a degree of flexibility. I'm going to get more into that concept. In essence, it is if you set a goal and you say to yourself, a month down the track, I'm not really achieving much. How can you adapt that goal? Maybe strip it back a little bit. This is an important facet. How adaptable is that goal? The R stands for rewarding. So again, writing down, how rewarding. Now, this is future projected. So if we think about a goal, you're going to have a current identity. Your goal is your future identity. If you set your goal, for example, in 12 months' time, you'll have a new identity that you create. Really important concept. Now, how rewarding will that goal be in 12 months' time? Perhaps in 6 months' time. So it's really an important one to actually highlight. The next one here is themed. Now, I'm going to get into this in a little bit more detail, but themed is you might have multi-layer goals. Is it a professional goal, a personal? Further to that, can we strip that goal into lifestyle goals, financial goals? So now we have themed goals. The next one here, I love this, it's exciting. How does that goal excite you? Now, we're all emotional beings, and of course, we can always think that we're not and we're just rational, but it's actually not. It's the emotions that are often regulated by the very nature of reason. So it's important to actually get excited about the goals. How does it feel inside when you think about achieving that goal in 12 months' time? The next one here is an important part of the piece, and it's about being reassessed. How do we continually reassess those goals? And that's really important. This brings us to our next point, which is the chunking principle. So let's say you have a goal, a 12-month goal. Okay, so you need to define what that 12-month goal is. What we want to do is take that 12 months and break it down into pardon me, quarterly objectives. So every 3 months, what does that goal now look like in a 3-month block? Further to that, we want monthly. So we're using this chunking principle to ensure that we are kept on track. So when we reassess, we can reassess every 3 months. Are we on track? If we're not, adaptable. How do we adapt that goal? The next thing is thinking monthly. So now we're working down here and going, are we on track on a monthly basis? Further to that, we have weekly. And this is important because we can start to actually create projects around our goals. And these projects are thus tracked, again, through a reassessed element. So every week it's important that you track and trace how your goals are going. And that means that we can be specific, also measurable within that, and we can start to follow this acronym to truly achieve our goals. Now, the next part of this is going to be covering habits, which are a very important part of goal setting and getting. Your task will be certainly to fill out what your goals are. And there's that template that you will be following. And it's never too late to start. It doesn't matter if it is halfway through the year, at the end of the year. The important thing is to set those goals. You don't have to wait for the new year to dawn. So remember to think about what are your 3 professional goals, 3 personal goals at the very least.